you doing? My name is Joseph Charles Colin. The new face of art. Canvas gold bars. Number 80. This is number 80. I did 80 canvas gold bars and 100 of my second series ones, which is this is 180 canvas paintings that is painted on my face. So gold streak there, gold streak there. I have to try to get that right on there. Well, I'm not going to hit it again, but I don't know. It's funny how this side, almost every single one is nice, and then this side is just like, there's your gold streak right there. That's the gold vein. But that's just the way it is. No control of it. You know, sometimes I envy people who paint art because they have control over their art. I don't. I'm one of the only probably artists in the world that has no control over the way he paints, because it's got one shot at it. Think about that. To complete my painting, I have no control, literally. It depends on how I paint it from my face, which sounds really strange, but I really have no control. Oh, that's smeared. I can feel. Oh no, it didn't. You know, and my paintings are what they are. Time-priced art. It's like the price is crazy, but you know what? There's no such thing. Before 3 years ago, time-priced art. It's actually a pretty nice stamp. And this is the fingerprint. Basically, every single one in the middle is basically different with the little white that shows through the stamp. So it's a fingerprint, so every single one's different. So that's what it kind of looks. Oh, actually, that's kind of cool there. Can you see any gold sheen now? Just doing that one. I'm gonna put it at an angle, you can see it. Number 80. Wow. Number 80. So I literally got 20 to go, minus 2, because I'm going to stop at 90. I think at 98, because, or maybe one will be live somewhere in the world. So maybe I do 99, which obviously would be Wayne Gretzky. And canvas gold bar, which is a gold mine on your wall. I think this, because I haven't done Critic or Talk Show from my second series, I think I was short some. So I think I'm going to start, this is going to be titled Critic. I think I have about 5 critics to go, because I said I was going to give 10 free ones to critics. and 10 free ones to talk show hosts. So you get a chance at the original one or one of these ones. So this is going to be, actually, let's just go see. It's going to take a bit, but I'm going to have to see what the critics were at. So the gold ounce price on this one is 1,890. Is that right? No, that's not right. So, no, it's $1,910.05. Scribble that other one out. Scribble this one out too. Got them mixed up. Two dead pens. So 1,910. It's actually come up a lot. Wow. Jeez, if somebody bought gold at 1,005 just last week, they would have made about $300 an ounce. Crazy. So this will be Art Critic number 8, because that was at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, what was that? Oh my god, did I already forget that? I did do that. Critic number 7. Continue on from the original ones there. So how this works, so this is number 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically how this works is any critic in the world in the future, if none of the critics are taken, my paintings are taken, all you have to do is critic my art, good or bad. You get a painting. Free and clear. So say there was 6 critics took the first paintings and this one was free, then you get this painting free and clear. The next 8 is going to be the rest of the critics, and then there's going to be 8 talk show hosts. So that means any show in the world, like any show from like BBC's, anything like that, if I get on the show, a late night talk show kind of thing, anybody that puts me on TV or anything in the future, or even like a news program kind of show kind of thing like that, will get a painting free and clear. I got a new chair, so it kind of bugs me because I'm not used to seeing the top back here. I keep on thinking there's something, but I got a new chair. So actually, let's show this. I think I did. What? It's number 80. Wow, 80 paintings. 80 paintings, guys. Wow. That's what this one looks like. But you look at this, and you know, and I was looking at another documentary in art there where in the comment section somebody was saying, "What? Just give me a second. I need a drink of something here." I was watching a documentary, and in the comment section, somebody made a comment, and I was talking to this person on the comments, and they say, "Listen, what you're up against is in the last just 50 years alone of thousands and thousands of fine art students and from different art institutions all over the world, adds up to like 100,000 students, all wanting a career in art, and even though I only had commercial art school, basically sign painting, designing for signs and stuff like that, I actually work in a company that signs. You know, I'm still in the industry since I graduated. in 1988 from W.P. Wagner Commercial Art from basically high school. And they had a commercial art program there, and so I went through 4 years of that. But never had fine art school. And they said, well, galleries and such would usually wouldn't even look at my work, but since I'm like an outsider kind of art, outside the art world kind of thing, that my stuff is unique, and he thinks in the comments, but unfortunately he didn't comment on my stuff. He came and saw my stuff and everything, but never left a comment, so I can't even direct you to that. And did I pause? Is this going? Button screen down there, just I thought it wasn't going for a second there, the camera. But then how do you compete as an artist against 100,000 graduates in the last 50 years? And I think even if you made it in the art world, you know, all these people that went to school and stuff like that, but you know what? Art shouldn't be taught. You know, art comes from your heart. Art, even though I put a price tag that's crazy, you know, a time priced art. Time is our friend. Time is our ally. All Joseph Strauss Colin paintings on that side going up forever. All the other paintings in the world, no disrespect to you as an artist or anything like that, do not take it the wrong way, but you're all over there. And to compete, I think you have to be kind of crazy in this world. And I think you almost have to be a guy that paints his face and smears it on canvas with his face. Calls it canvas gold mine. And it sits on your wall and it goes up the ounce price forever. And people say that is so far-fetched, that's so crazy, you know, nobody in their right mind would ever buy that, blah blah blah. People, I hear that all the time. But if I show up in a big city someday with big banners of my face, and these all in nice gold frames, and they're all up on the wall, and then people come up to me and they go, oh, that's really good, I've seen something. And I've had people say, well, I've seen something like that before. And I go, do you know how this was painted? And I've showed people. I said, do you know tell me how this was painted? Oh, I've seen something like that before. Oh, it's like an abstract expressionism kind of thing. And I said, what kind of paint do you think that's on there? Oh, that's like acrylic. I know all about art. I said, it's not acrylic. It's not oil paint. Oh, then it must be this kind of paint. No. Oh, it's very common when people use house paint and stuff on paintings. No, it's not that either. Oh, I know what it is. And then I have my little grin. And I said, I bet you don't know the coloring. There's coloring on there. When I show people for the first time without telling them about how I do it and everything. Oh, the middle's like a silk screen. Blah, blah, blah. And I say this is theatrical face paint on canvas. And usually you see their face go, what? And I said, and I said, do you happen to have a cell phone? A phone? "Oh, I can't let anybody use my phone." I have my own phone. I said, "But do you have a phone? Do you have access to internet?" "Oh, I don't have minutes or anything to internet." And I said, "Well, too bad, because then you could go on your phone right now, because I'm not going to show you on my phone. I want you to show on your phone so you could have the experience of it firsthand." And then magically they happen to have a couple of minutes left on their phone, or they think I'm going to steal their phone or something. So, and I say this painting, not this particular one, but I say this painting is painted a unique way, and if you love art and whatever, you've never seen this before. And usually they go on the video, and then I watch their face, and then I realize when they realize they've seen something, maybe they're art lover or whatever, and they've seen something for the first time, like a lot of you probably didn't. If you're watching this video right now, you probably never seen this, ever done in the world. Maybe body painting on canvas or something like that, but you've never seen a piece of art like this. Where the common thing is people will always say to me, "Oh, that needs to be bigger. Oh, you need to do that and do an abstract. It has to be like 4 by 8 or 10 by 10 or 20 by 20." And I go, "No, these will be known to be all the same size. Maybe I might do an extension somehow of a solid color that this sits in the corner. Say this is the canvas, like sits in the corner here, and then all the space you see around my face or whatever, all that space is another canvas that's all one solid color. You know what I'm talking about? And this is just kind of like sits in the corner. But I haven't made my decision on that. I want to keep this just simple." And then they say, "Oh, well, I've never even seen something like that." And then those people usually like, "Oh, how much is that? Like $10? What's that? Like $20? Is it for sale? I'm kind of interested, because is it for sale? Is the stuff on your face?" And I said, "It's all triple coated. Like there's all a coating that's going to be on here. It's going to be like a high-end Krylon varnish. It's on here. It's expensive. It's like $50 a can." And then when I say the price, this is an ounce of gold today. And if it's 4, 5, 6, 10 days, 20 days later, and I tell them, well, it's 10 times a day, and if it's, say, $2,000, then it's 10 times 20, which is $20,000 kind of thing. And then you usually see their face go, "What?" Kind of irks me a little bit when people, you know, art in the world is sold that other way. My art is sold my way. My art, as far as I'm concerned, the pricing is my expression of art. So it becomes native art, protected by North American governments as native art. Take it or leave it. So, if you are a collector out there watching this video for the first time, if you're a critic out there, a news program, anything in the future watching this for the first time, you're basically seeing something new in the art world. Right now, if you happen to be watching this video this week right now, and you're new to this channel or you've been around a long time, just remember, if I was popular, there'd be thousands and thousands and thousands of views on this channel. But I'm not. That is a good thing, because the art world in general, all people that love art or people that even want to see this art, don't know about me. I'm a 100% unknown artist. and in a way, I'm happy that my views don't go over 100 or 200 or 300 views a week. Because you think about it, I've been watching reviews lately, and they're around 20, 30, people watching. Minus a couple times that I just double check the video. I watch my own video just to double check if everything's right, if the quality's right, whatever. What? 80 canvas gold bars. 20 to go, guys. Trust me, I'll be glad once these are done. So I don't want to do anymore. I've seriously had enough. What else can I possibly say that I've not said in 200 videos? Simple. You know I exist. Art world does know I exist. Imagine if I showed up in New York or someplace in the world doing a show, and then you see in the walls big pictures of my face. We're talking about 4x8 sheets of my face, what you see here. And then art show soon, and each one will have like a caption or something on the top. I'll say impossible, far-fetched, or something like that. Just some things that people have told me over time. And then you see 100 of these. I should have got one of these. I haven't got one professionally framed in gold, like the way I want to look like. Actually, I'll show you. Actually, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to look like. This is actually not framed. I just got a frame. I got it cut out, and like it's not a frame. It's just a Photoshop kind of thing. That this is how I want to look like in the world. And this is another one. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I want to look like. If you own one of my paintings in the future, any painting that is worth something like out there in the world, it's either stands by itself like this, or it's framed like this, and people always view a painting with the old gold frame as really old, or a high-end piece of art. Let's see, can I just back this up? So this is what I'm talking about. Canvas gold bar, gold mine on your wall. This is the gold streak. And this is a lot of gold streak. This one's a really nice one. This one's owned by, I think, Michael, if I remember his name right, he owns this one. But I think this is stretched. I think this picture's not a true picture. Where this is a true sizing. I think I stretched this, or some of this is behind here, and it's not really true. Where these ones are true. But this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what. Now imagine if down the road someday there's 100 of these at an art show, all lined up, 10, 10, 10 on this wall, 10, 10 on that wall, 10, 10 on that wall, 10, and so on to 100, and people know, and then there'll be wish I had my label. I have a label done of an old graffiti. I'm gonna have to do that. So what I want to do in an art show as every single one of these will have that label. It's a special label. It's a graffiti thing I did one a long time ago as a kid on the wall. I took pictures and I got a friend of mine to restore the picture to show that I'm like a street artist from a long time ago, like 30 years ago. So every painting, you know what, maybe a little while from now, maybe next week I'll get my other computer, because all my old stuff is on that computer, and then I'll have just like a showing. Actually, I think I have a picture I kind of did. A second. See, this is an actual picture of a house, but these ain't real. I just photoshopped these onto the wall just to have an idea. Say somebody who had a lot of money and maybe Jack Nicholson or something like that. Somebody who had a lot of money who bought one of my pieces of art. I was going to actually take this panel and just paint these out and then put these, technically do that right now, right? Why not? We'll just take a couple minutes. So this is what I'm talking about. Looks kind of fake, because it is. Like I just put a big block of white here, and I try to match this gray here, and I put it here. But this is what I'm talking about. Maybe this is a bit actually smaller on the wall. It's probably smaller, and I probably would go best like in a kind of a smaller area, but this is what I'm talking about. So you have an idea what my art should look like on some. Maybe this should be lower. Maybe it should be about here. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. That's all good. But this is what I'm talking about. And even though this painting should be like this big kind of thing, to fill up a whole wall, but you know what? There's so much art out there that people think they have to do it this big just to get recognition or anything like that. But the simple fact is there's a counter associated with this. Counter goes up forever. End of story. God, how long would it take to... I could probably cut a piece out to make it clear, so there's a... Now would that work? Would that work? So basically what I was going to do with that picture is put a clear window on it and pose it on a video. I tried, it doesn't work. It's just dumb. It's a dumb idea. I was going to try to put a clock that's counter, so it looks like there's a counter on top of the painting, but my God, I have a counter here, but I'm not going to set it all up. But basically that's what I'm talking about. Canvas gold bars are money, everything else is just gold. Time is our friend, time is our ally. Only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching. I spent like a half an hour trying to do that the way I had it in my head. Didn't work. But I tried. But you get the idea. You get the idea. Thank you so much for watching. Just Trust Colin, the new face of art.